What's up YouTube, Kyron back up in here with another video, and today we have a vintage pickups video again. Another one. Why not, right?
Look, I'm in the cut, the boy in the cut. Jump in the whip with a ceiling go up, we up. All of this grinding for what?
So this time we actually went to Toronto recently. I went up there for my grandparents' 50th anniversary. Shout out to the grandparents. Without them, I wouldn't be here on this planet Earth. So that being said, whenever I'm in Toronto, I take advantage of their vintage shops and then also their thrifts because I find them very, very good. Every one that I go to, I always find something. There's never a drought in Toronto or Ontario. So I have quite the pickups for you guys. I feel like I have over 10 items. So I know I just did one recently, but got some more in, and I feel like it's great to show off some unique pieces. So that's exactly what we have here. We're going to start off from the top all the way to the bottom. Hats, shirts, then sweaters and jackets, and then finishing off with bottoms. So before all of that, make sure to go follow the boy on Instagram. GOTSWEIGE is where you can keep up to date with me more frequently. I post fit pics and all that, so make sure you guys go follow me on there before we get started, and of course subscribe and like the video if you guys haven't already. Let's get into it. First article of clothing we have is this. I believe it was made in the 70s. This Club O's. I have no idea what this is about. It looks very crispy on camera, but I will tell you it is yellowed to hell because this is an old ass piece for sure from the 70s in my personal opinion. I could be wrong though. If you guys are like true vintage enthusiasts and specialists, then definitely let me know. I feel like it's from the 70s just because of the font and then also the puff print on this trucker hat. I love it. I love like kind of crushed trucker hats like this because they just suit my head a lot more for some reason. Sometimes these suit me as well, but different type of vibe for a different type of hat. I also have like the Las Vegas one that was given to me by my friend James. It's pretty similar to this, but this is my white one, and then I have a black one. Might find like a little funky green or something hopefully one day, but this was 10 bucks from Black Market. Shout out to Black Market, one of my favorite vintage stores in Toronto. So yeah, got a chance to go in there. I was safe, you know. I had my mask on. Didn't have gloves this time because I'm starting to like veer away from the gloves and just sanitize consistently, wash my hands consistently because the pandemic is still upon us. You guys gotta be safe out there, just like I am, you know. So on to something that I actually thrifted. This was on my way up to Toronto. I normally drive up with the fam, and we always try to stop at some type of random middle of nowhere type of town because we always feel like those are where the thrifts are. I got this idea from the YouTuber Bestdressed. She is a women's wear fashion YouTuber, and she had a video on where to thrift, or like how to thrift the most like consistent way, the way that you'll always hit and find something crazy. So I took her method where she would look up different like incomes of the different areas that you guys are going in to find thrifts and everything like that, and she was looking from like high income areas in order to find more expensive stuff. Me, I was looking for areas that actually consisted of people of the working class because that's the type of clothing that I'm interested in. Stuff that people have been wearing and tearing for years, from the 70s, from the 60s, 80s, 90s, whatever it may be. I like if it has some work in it, you know what I mean? So that's what I was looking for. I ended up coming across some random Salvation Army, and they had this basic red single stitch t-shirt. Very simple and plain. It's 50% cotton, 50% polyester, and I believe it's made in Canada. So yeah, just a red single stitch tee. Took a picture in this while I was downtown just because it's a simple tee, very wearable, nice cotton blend with poly, and it's very soft to the touch, so why not? That's what I say at least. And the next one was found in that same thrift store, I believe, if this is in the right order. Found this tee from the Hobblers. Never listened to them before, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I felt like it was a great tee to get just because of the wash. Felt like a lot of people would mess with it, and the fit just looked like it was gonna be cool. Also, the graphic was like black and white and red, pretty wearable, so I figured someone would enjoy it. It's not something that I would necessarily wear. I think it's made in Jamaica, and I got this mainly for my Depop just because I know someone would buy it. So I'm starting to buy stuff if I know that someone else would definitely enjoy it. So that's going to be my main area where you could find stuff that I'm not wearing any longer, or if I find some vintage stuff that I feel like you guys would also enjoy. So that's going to be my selling account, stuff like that. So make sure to stay tuned to my Depop. It is at Kyron, Kyron, which is my first name. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, make sure to go check that out. I have it on the screen as well. So on to the next one. This was found in a thrift on my way back from Toronto when we were driving down. I actually found this. It's a store called Talese, which is a bit more curated than the average thrift store. Oh my God, I could tell I need water. I could tell. The prices are a bit higher, and then it's also color coordinated, which I know is very common in the States, but in Canada, Value Village is very like all over the place. There's like things everywhere, so it's only really coordinated by like section, which is like pants, tees, polos, whatever that may be. But this one was color coordinated, which I appreciated a whole lot. So in this spot, in the tees, I ended up coming across this Boston Bruins t-shirt. So you guys might be like Kyron in Sportswear, very strange. But the reason I got this, because one, the fade, bro, this is a beautiful fade, like single stitch tee, and I know it's dated back, hold on, hopefully it's dated back to the 90s. Hopefully I could actually get that all focused for you guys, but you guys could kind of see like the cracking and fading, all that. But the reason why I got this, not because I'm a Boston Bruins fan, because I should actually be hating on the Boston Bruins because I'm from Canada, from Montreal, but I don't watch sports like that. I'll go to a hockey game if I can, here and there. I'll never watch it on TV. Reason why I got this, flip that joint inside out. Perfect black, weird little raised graphic that you can barely see, which is exactly what I want it for. Kind of just see like a texture. So I like that you can't really tell it's a Boston Bruins tee unless you really go close and if you're analyzing me. But I just really got this for the wash. Beautiful wash. Can't say any more great things about it. Single stitch, beautiful wash, and yeah, that's about it. I'll probably take out the back tag just so that it's a little more discreet, because I know a lot of people are weird about like showing their tag from the inside of the clothes, especially when it's reversed. Everyone will be like, you're wearing it inside out, blah, blah, blah. But unconventional, whatever. A lot of people do it now, so sue me. From the same store, Talese, I ended up finding this Russell Athletic crew neck, which have been pretty popular amongst some of like the menswear outfit pages as of recent. So it's more of a darker gray as opposed to like a heather gray, not a typical gray that I would normally go for. So this might go on the Depop, I'm not too sure yet. I do love the fit because it's an XL, so it's a lot more boxy, which I definitely like, and also the interior is very soft. So I'm kind of torn if I want to keep this or not. Russell Athletic tag, XL, made in USA. So this is probably like the 90s, pretty sure it's the 90s, this one, and it has the Russell Athletic tag on the bottom right here. So yeah, hopefully one of you guys would appreciate this if I don't end up keeping it, but more than likely I feel like someone would enjoy that more than I would, so maybe I'll check that up on Depop. This one right here, from the thrift store that I ended up going to on my way up in the middle of nowhere town in Ontario. Forget the name. I think it was Brockville. It could be wrong. But I found this, and these also reminded me a bit of the Balenciaga flannels, just like more the workwear, Americana type beat. The only thing I didn't like was that a lot of them are itchy, but in my case, found one. It is still itchy, but I'll just wear a long sleeve, hopefully in the fall. But this is a great flannel. Love the color. Has like a lot of tans, browns, a bit of reds, yellows in there too. You could tell it's old as hell. Like the tag is like super worn out. I believe it's dated to the 80s. Hopefully I'm right with this one. There's no real way of telling unless I ask one of my vintage pioneers out there, but I believe it's from the 80s. There's no tags on the inside to my knowledge. Yeah, nothing, no branding at all, which I kind of like. It's kind of mysterious and I won't see another person in it. So I did appreciate this find right here. On to the next one. You guys got a little peek over there of what's going on, but this was also found in the same store as that Salvation Army. I found a lot of good stuff in there, and my bill was like 24 bucks or something like that. I wish it was like that everywhere, because a lot of the Value Villages in the city, like in Montreal or in Toronto, like actually downtown or whatever, they're like charging a lot of money. Like I remember I stopped at one while we were out in Toronto or in Kingston or something like that, and they were trying to charge 21 bucks for a pair of Levi's. I was like, bro, I could get that from a curated vintage place, and it'll be a better pair. So like they're kind of catching up onto game, these vintage stores, but hopefully not all of them go to hell, because I kind of want that to live on a little bit longer with like the fair pricing at thrift stores. But nonetheless, at this Salvation Army, we found this Nike windbreaker, really sick. jacket we have on our hands right here. Lots of cool color blocking. I might get a little pick in this and then toss it up on the Depop. But that back swoosh, really sick. Side note, this one kind of reminds me of like a Balenciaga windbreaker, like the ones with like the double B right here or whatever. Just saying, don't spend $2 grand, spend $4. Especially the color blocking, like why not? Especially for like maybe like a one wear type of thing. Makes me feel like that drunk uncle at the football games. I just feel like this is like a cool, almost like an old Denzel in the 90s type of outfit, or like I said, like a Drake type outfit or something. Something cool, very sportswear, athleisure-esque, you know, just chuck on a little hat, that windbreaker, something relaxed and cozy for the bottoms, some sneaks, and you're good. On to the next one. This is probably my favorite find of the whole video. This is heat, like crazy heat. 20 bucks I spent on this. This was found at Black Market in Toronto. Said this 1,000 times, one of my favorite shops in Toronto when it comes to vintage. Crazy. So now, for this piece right here, dated to the 70s. You can see it on the chest right there. And what I love most, one, the color, two, chain stitch. This is crazy. You could even get even more in detail, hopefully. Really beautiful chain stitch right there, you guys. This is actually a size small and it surprisingly fits me. A little bit cropped in the body. The sleeves fit me perfectly, so that's fine. So I definitely will be wearing this. I love it. Really great color, and it reminds me kind of like that video of Kid Cudi when he's jumping into the car and he's like tipping the valet. Like that's like a classic video to me. I love that video. And he's wearing like a blue type of jacket similar to this, so had to scoop something like that for my boy Cutter, just because nostalgic type of thing.
Whoa, what was that about? Excuse me. Bet you won't post this because it makes me look good.
Next piece, actually I might save this for the last one. Show you guys this one first. These are some vintage Levi's that I found. I mainly go to Black Market because of their vintage Levi's section. I feel like there's always some for the picking. There's something for everyone, and every time I go I'm like, why would someone leave these behind? But that just shows that they have a great selection. Prices have been going up at Black Market from the first time I went to now. I remember when they were all $10. Now they pick and choose which Levi's are going to be more expensive. Got this mainly because I thought it was going to fit me, then I realized it didn't. But then I was like, it's such a good pair of pants, I can't pass it up. I really need to hold on to these for styling jobs if that ever comes up. Sometimes you just have to have other sizes, which is really good. Beautiful pair of flared Levi's. I don't know what number these are because the tag is ripped out. Oh no, it's just faded, super faded. Can't even tell. I think it's a 563. Could be wrong though, but super bellowed out at the leg. You could see how wide they go. And if any of you guys are looking for that flared leg look in jeans, if you guys just look for a boot cut, it's just like a more masculine way of saying flare. So you could see how big the leg opening is on these. This would have been perfect. I love how wide these are, and the wash is just like so gentle and like pastel-y. Orange tab, like I said before. Hopefully I can show you that. It was great. Great pair of pants. Love these. I really wish they fit. When I pulled them up, I was like, I hope, but they didn't. And they were marked a 31, and I'm normally a 31, so I was surprised that they didn't fit. But you guys know vintage always fits different sometimes, unfortunately. And the last piece we have is another pair of bootcut jeans. And people used to rip on bootcut jeans. They used to say like, oh my God, like who's this dad? And now everyone wants bootcut jeans. It's so funny. I just feel like it complements my body because I have larger thighs. So like proportionally, if it bellows out a bit more at the leg, anything that can elongate my legs and like make my thighs look a bit smaller is A1 to me. I love that. And also the front, just show you how they have that leg blowout, which is cool. I've been finding a lot of jeans with like one leg blowout. Only problem with it, well, not problem, but like some people might be like, oh, it's not a true vintage pair of Levi's, but these were probably like early 2000s, if anything, just because they're made in Mexico. To my knowledge, that's obviously not vintage because it's not made in Canada or the United States. So yeah, it's a cool little dirty, rugged pair of flared / bootcut Levi's. So that being said, those were the two bottoms That being said, that was the last of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those pickups. I had a bunch of fun in Toronto. Went into a bunch of shops that I love, thrifts, curated vintage shops, all of that. Found some great gems. So like I said before, if you guys are interested in any of the items that I had in this video, some of them will be up for sale on my Depop, and I'm getting my Grailed up to speed. When I move in the next couple of like days, actually, I'm gonna be at my girlfriend's house, and I'm basically gonna have like a little office set up. So in there, I'm planning on shooting some flat lay photography to upload some things onto my Grailed finally. Be productive in the summertime and list some things that need to be up on there. Thank you guys for watching once again. My name is Kyron. Follow me on my Instagram. GOTSWEIGE is where you can keep up to date with me more frequently. I post fit pics, this and that, so check me out on there. Also, like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new. I'm out. See you guys on the next one. Peace.